Raise your hand if you have never been under peer pressure before. Any hands? I don't see anyone. So we have all suffered peer pressure one way or another. And in this video, we are going to be talking about how to overcome peer pressure. The first way to overcome peer pressure is to appreciate yourself. Look into your life and you will find out many reasons why you should be grateful. You have life, you have sound health, you have your basic needs met, you have food, you have shelter, you have a family that appreciates you, you have friends, you have God. For a minute, pause and stop looking at others. Stop considering what your friends are saying. Stop considering what is trending. Think about your life, how far you have come in life, what you have achieved so far, even the things you have failed, what you have learned from them, the lessons you've learned from life, the little you have enjoyed from life or the much you have enjoyed from life. Take your time and think it through. You will see that you have a lot to be grateful for. And even if it's on the basis of appearance, if you look yourself in the mirror, you will see many things about your body, many features in your body that are beautiful. You have just not taken time to notice them because you're busy looking at others. Your life is already a beautiful life. So think about those things, appreciate yourself, and be grateful. The second way to overcome peer pressure is to understand that we are all created differently. No two people are the same. Imagine if the whole world was filled with doctors or the whole world was filled with dancers and no musicians. Everybody knows how to play just the keyboard. Nobody knows how to play the drums. Nobody knows how to play the saxophone. You will see that it's going to be a very boring world, right? So understand that we are all created different. But whatever you're admiring in another person's life is that person's different, is what makes the person different from you. Like I mentioned earlier, think about yourself a lot more and understand your own uniqueness, okay? It's all about self-awareness. What are your abilities? What are your giftings? What are your talents? They are totally different from the other person. You may be good in mathematics and your friend is good in English. You may be good in sports and your friend is good in entertainment, okay? So we are all created differently, and our success as human beings lies greatly on our differences. So we cannot all be the same, and understanding that is a good way to overcome peer pressure, because then you would have to compare yourself with another person, knowing fully whether just because he can do this or do that, or he has this or has that, does not mean that you are less than the person because you don't have those things. In other words, you have other things that you're good at, while this person have what they are good at. Okay? The third tip to overcome peer pressure is to actually check what is putting you under pressure. What exactly is it about the other person that is making you to feel pressured? Let's look at it in two ways, the good and the bad. The good is what this person is doing that is actually putting you under pressure is something good. For example, if your friend is succeeding more academically than yourself and you're feeling pressured, your friend is always taking the first position or making the best average scores in all subjects and you're struggling, now that is a good pressure because it will compel you to work harder and do well in your academics too. It could also be that your friend is respectful. The teachers are always commending him, or his parents are always buying him stuff because he's respectful at home. He does his house chores, he's obedient and all that. So that's good pressure. But then when it comes to you, everybody's always complaining that you're stubborn, you don't listen, you don't take your book seriously, you don't respect your teachers. You now see how your friend is being appreciated for good character and good conduct, and then you're feeling pressured. That is good pressure. In that case, the solution you need there is to learn the good habit, is to adopt the good habits, okay? The second type of pressure is bad pressure, where you're feeling pressured because of frivolities. For example, your friend is using an iPhone, whereas you're using an Android phone and you're feeling pressured. Or maybe because your friend receives a larger pocket money from his parents than you do receive. Or maybe your friends are traveling around the world, but you don't have such opportunities, and those things are making you feel pressured. Now, those kind of pressure are not good pressure because without those items, you are still fine. So don't let anybody put you under pressure because of things that don't have eternal value, things that will not really add value to your life. Okay, I understand that we all want the good things of life. We want to enjoy, we want to flex, we want to have it all. Unfortunately, we cannot have it all. Even that person you're looking at and thinking he or she has it all, they're also facing their own kind of pressure. So you don't have the entire story of the other person. The point here is that do not feel pressured because of a luxurious lifestyle that you cannot afford. That is not a good type of pressure. Another thing you should even consider is what is funding the luxurious lifestyle. What if the person that you're looking at is sleeping around to make money, or is getting involved in dubious activities or fraudulent activities to get money? And when the person is caught tomorrow, the person gets into trouble tomorrow, will you still feel pressured by the person's success? In summary, overcoming peer pressure can be boiled down to two things: gratitude and commitment to growth. So gratitude, you have to be grateful for what you do have and the future you see for yourself. And commitment to growth means you have to strive to be better. It's good that you understand where you are in life and you're grateful for that, but that does not mean that you stay at that level. You have to do your best in your skills, do your best in your academics, do your best in your career, do your best in your relationship with others, and become better. Like, always strive to be better every day. Be committed to growth. Don't be stagnant, okay? And before I wrap up this video, the Bible says in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 12 that they that compare themselves are not wise. So it's not wisdom for you to feel pressure because of what is happening in another person's life that is missing in your own life. God created you beautifully and wonderfully. We know that truth from the scripture. So you're already amazing the way you are, and you don't have to feel pressured. Please check out this video where I talked about 5 ways to survive as a teenager. I believe the tips I shared there will be very useful to you as a growing adult. You have been amazing watching this video up to now, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care.